Hey guys, ANTOSS back again with another review. Today I am talking about the SmokTech XXXL dual coil 3.5mm clear cartomizer. It's a bit of a mouthful, but this thing kind of rocks my world. It definitely has the same throat hit as its brother or sister, whatever you want to call it. This one is the dual coil 5mm closed case cartomizer. And this virtually gives the same throat hit. It's running at 1.5 ohms. Now I've currently got it on 3.7 volts, so if you don't have a VV device, you can see basically how it's going to vape. So we'll give it a quick vape. It's a really good throat hit. Yeah, that's great for a throat hit. It really is. Now, all in all, it's a pretty good product. Unfortunately for me, it has a couple of crucial kind of flaws with it. Now, if you had seen my previous video with the other one there, you know, you'd probably know how much I loved it. Now, this is virtually the same setup inside. It's got the two coils running at 1.5 ohms. And just like this one, which is advertised at 5mm, which turned out not to be true, is actually 3mm. This one's advertised at 3.5mm, which also seems to be not true. From my experience, I've gone through a few of them now. You know, it's closer to the truth, but it's about 3mm. You probably won't put the 0.5 in there. So all in all, this thing is great for a throat hit. Absolutely sensational. It's definitely on par with this one. Now it's got a few differences. So with this one, it actually has a 510 thread, so it is ready to go straight away out of the packet in your mod. Whereas the other one actually has an ego thread. It's actually advertised as an ego, so you will need the connector to work it on your mod. With this one, it's ready to go, so that's pretty cool. It's got the 510 thread straight away, ready to go. Now, unfortunately, you know, if you had watched my previous videos, you would have known that when I first started out vaping, I enjoyed clearomizers. I did. I liked the idea of seeing how much liquid that you had left in the case. So I figured, well, this is a clear cartomizer, and it actually does what I was after. I can see how much liquid's in there before I need to refill. It's a bit sunny today, but you can see, like, there's a color to the polyfiller. It's whatever color your liquid is, it's obviously going to be that tinge of color, that shade of color. And as you use it and use it and use it, it will you'll see it sort of slowly turn back to a bright white, which means it's kind of running low. So that's a really handy thing to have, right? Which it is, but unfortunately, I found out having a clear cartomizer doesn't always, it looks a bit nasty. After you use it a bit, that color, now this is a brand new one, so it's a very nice sort of tanned color, you know, and it looks alright. But once I actually use this, after the first time anyway, it'll keep its color. But actually, after I use it once and it's time to refill, or maybe by the second, third time, the color starts going a bit funky, and it won't look as clean as your juice looks. You know, if you've got a nice sort of red color, you got a tan color, whatever sort of color, it looks good for the first couple of refills at least. And then it starts, as you vape on it, once you refill it and you start vaping on it again, it kind of gets this discoloration, mainly at the top there. And and what it does in turn, why I'm mentioning that to you, it doesn't affect the flavor. I'm not sure why it actually changes color, but because it is a clear cartomizer, everyone else can see it, including yourself. So it definitely takes away from the looks, definitely the cosmetics of it. When you have this, like right now, it's this beautiful, nice tan color, but when I refill this about the second or third time, at the top you'll get this darker color. It's a dark, kind of dirty kind of a color. Now that's probably what's happening in all our cartomizers, right? All our closed cartomizers. But when you have a clear one, you can then see it with your own eyes, and it's a little different when you can see it. So, you know, so all in all, I bought this because of its function, which it does perfectly. You can virtually see how much liquid you got in there, but it also is a disadvantage because it does look a bit funky after about the second or third refill. So that's one thing to look out for. Also, the drip tip that comes with this one. Now, I'm not a fussy kind of a guy. I'm not fussy. I can relate to almost any sort of drip tip that's handed in front of me. I can. But this particular one, I'm not feeling it at all. In fact, it's virtually the only one I don't really like. Now, with the other one, with its brother, came with this flat drip tip there, and it's very squishy, which is no problem for me. I actually mentioned that I like it. With this one, it's a round, actually, in fact, I believe it's called a nipple drip tip, and that's exactly what it looks like. On your device, you guys got this erect nipple protruding from your device, which is quite shocking. So I'll put it on there, and maybe you can sort of get a feel for what I mean. So there it is. There it is, right? So you just sort of got this kind of nipple. It goes in and back out and around. And when you put your lips on it, I mean, it's kind of comfortable enough. I mean, the functionality is great. It's there. But the looks for me, we're getting a bit towards the adult kind of sex toys sort of thing, you know what I mean? So I don't want to really go there, take it out like that. Now, they are mostly the two things that unfortunately don't do it for me. And I probably prefer, actually I do, I prefer the brother, the SmokTech dual coil 5mm mega Cartomizer over this one. Now, it virtually vapes the same. You'll get the same throat hit. You will. You really, really will. But unfortunately, the reasons why I thought I would love it, in the end, they turned out to be a bit of a disadvantage. So anyway, guys, I'll just up it a bit for you VV modders out there. So like I said, it's running at 1.5 ohms. I'll up it to 4.2. Myself anyway, when it comes to dual coil, 1.5 ohms, I don't really like to go too much more than that because it gets a bit too harsh for me. So we'll give it a go at 4.2. It's just, whoa, intense. It is. I mean, it's crazy vapor, crazy throat hit. It is just like its brother. Unfortunately, I do think I like the closed case better. I like the drip tip better. But one advantage with this one that has over this one is you won't have to get the connector, the connection, the 510 to ego connection. You won't have to get it for this one. So that's one good thing. It's just plug and play, right? Take it out, put it in. You won't have to worry about putting the connector in first, or if you want to change over, take out the connection. So 4.2, the thing rocks. It just rocks. It's really just so intense, guys. It's such a big throat hit. I wish I could take it out, but this is the kind of thing I wouldn't take out in public, unfortunately. I've still got a handful of them, and I will use them, but probably mostly indoors in my own time, if you know what I'm saying. So, you know, that's my opinion. Just so much vapor. It's got everything. It's got the throat hit and the flavor that I want. I love how I can see how much liquid's in there. Unfortunately, the cosmetics, it's the cosmetics of it that actually let it down for me, which is a bit of a pity because it's great. But no fear, because I've still got this baby. So, and I have a lot of these, and I go through a lot of them. They last a long time. All these things last a long time. You can probably fill this up, you know, a good, who knows, 6-7 times more. You know, it'll last you 4 or 5 days. You know, it's, you know. Alright guys, thanks a lot for hanging with me today, and I hope you enjoy the video. Alright, see you next time. Thanks. See ya.